Oh,
Hey guys, we're live. I'm Jeff with eBay Addicts, and I got a brand new guest for you guys. I got Glass City Pickers is here. What's going on, Chris?
what's going on, man? How
Hey
you
man,
feeling?
how are you doing, bro? How was your day, man?
Man, sticking to the script, honestly. I put out a video, a morning display of a listing. I just had some stuff I wanted to list while the wife was at home at work, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a video. Thanks to our hardest working woman in show business, Hayes, Jennifer Hayes. She the one kept on telling me, you need to go ahead and do a video of you listing and stuff like that, because we really ain't had time to put nothing out on our YouTube page. Honestly, only thing we started to do is the Friday shows with Buffalo Picker. You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right, all right.
we had focused on that, and then we had some hiccups with the family, and the kids came in. So it had to just change it up a little bit. But we back. I'm trying to put some videos out there coming to y'all soon.
Right. Well, we appreciate that, man. So go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience. Tell everybody who you are, tell them where you're from, and let them know what it is that you do. Because, people in the comments are going to be like, well, where does this guy live? They always, that's like first question everybody wants to
Right.
know. So,
Well,
right.
I'm gonna let you know, is one part of the Glass City Pickers. I'm Chris. My beautiful wife is Tanya. We resell out of Ohio, OHIO, and since we got in this game, man, we've been pushing forward ever since we got introduced to this. So it came natural, hustling and sourcing and however you want to put it, whatever your hustle and bustle is, you could put it into this reselling. You know what I mean? So it just
Right.
it became a hobby. Then it became a business. So we sell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, different stuff like that, man. But yeah, we out of Ohio, man.
All right. Now, if this guy looks familiar, we actually did a show together. Might have been 2 weeks ago now. I was on with you guys at Buffalo Picker. You guys have a show on Friday nights. You usually go live around 7:30 Eastern. So, so if he looks familiar, that's where we met up and linked up last couple weeks ago. So, so Chris, tell me what you've been up to lately, man. I know you've been getting ready for Q4. Hey, look, we got a Mess Hall Diggs is in the chat. So this is our buddy. Right, we were just talking about the show. So West Hall Diggs was on the other day. I wanted to say hey to the middleman picker is here. He says, "What's up, Chris?" And I wanted to say hey to the selling sniper. He says, "Hello, happy to be here, Jeff." And Glass City Pickers, awesome. So if you guys have questions for our guests, go ahead and drop it in the chat.
Yeah, man,
it's been a minute because I've been trying to catch up with Chris for at least 6 months. I sent him a message on Instagram, and we're just trying to get the schedules to link up and match up. So let me know, man, what's been going on with you lately, because I know Chris is in the pallet game. He sells stuff on Amazon, and you've been kind of blowing your store up. And of course, fourth quarter is right around the corner. So talk to us a little bit about everything that's been going on in your world lately.
Hey, man, if say you got a track team,
right.
the relay track team, and you the first person to go. So it seemed like we all just going in circle right now. It's like a big old wheel, man. Like the relay team just going in circle, handing it off. Me and my wife. It seemed like we just going in circles, handing it off, man. And by us, we still have a lot of different items that's bulk items we've been dealing with and trying to push. You know what I'm saying? Real heavy, like you said, it's Q4 time. And, we also with them toys like it's no other, so, and I got, some blessings from the Nike guide we did not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's been a wonderful feeling, man, to just do this hustle because, man, every avenue you turn down, you can make a flip. But it's all going to be up to you to do what you need to make that flip. But everywhere in this business, you can make a flip. So, we just been getting ready to that. We got a lot of inventory we about to ship out this weekend to Amazon. So we just been steady. It's just been a steady, grind, man. It's nothing to go right home and tell nobody about because I like to be on the quiet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I try to keep low key because I'm not a flashy person myself. I want to be low key, blend in as much as possible.
Hey man, I love and respect anybody that's trying to get their money. You never hear a complaint, a whine, a diss, a hate, none for nobody. But when I'm trying to get my money, the way we're trying to get ours, I really have to say everything else is irrelevant to getting that money. You know what I'm saying? It's household and getting to the script. So I know it's going to be a big one because they're talking about it's not going to be, it's a shortage on toys. So it's just a lot of different avenues and things we're doing to try to make sure that we fit ourselves somewhere in the mix of getting some money this holiday season, you know?
All right, cool. Let's say hello here to a few people in the chat real quick. Let's say hello to the middleman picker. He says, what about those Steelers? So,
here we go. Here we go.
Steeler Nation around here, right?
Here we go.
Selling Sniper says, hey, Glass City Pickers, are you ungated in Legos and Nike? I saw something on your Instagram about that the other day. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. We, like I said, the Nike gods blessed us, you know, to be, you know, ungated, you know.
Right.
And Legos, the same thing. So like we put the work in for it. You know what I mean? So I look at it where like some people try to rush to the pile. Nah. When you rush to the pile, you miss all the other stuff that's falling off the pile. We're gonna take our time and do it right and make the whole pile ours. So we just been sticking to the script with it, man. But yeah, man, we got open. We can say, hey, we grandfather in now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, man, we in it to win it. Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. Let me say hello real quick. Messel Dig says I'm flashy, sauce dipping. Middleman Picker says Chris is a real inspiration. I want to give a shout out here real quick to Red's Outpost. Sharon is here. She says hi there. Hey, Sharon, thanks for coming by and hanging out. Miss Hall Dig says, what is Chris's beauty secrets? That man fresh to death.
Man, hey, man, you know, I was bred like this. You know, thank you, Miss Hall. I appreciate it. I was bred like this out the womb, man. You know, mom and dad always had me like this. They always had me on the hustle. You know,
all right.
The school was my job, but everything else, hey, if you're trying to do what you're trying to do, man, get in where you fit in at. But yeah, I was born like this. Thank you.
All right, cool. The middleman picker says, congratulations. I'm trying to get ungated at Nike. It's gonna take time, right?
Hey man, hey, I can tell you, Buffalo Picker and I been begging for this chance to come because we run across so much different things in Nike assorted that would sell real well. So we've been begging for this opportunity, man. We just like, he kept reading on it, doing his research. You know, I'm listening to him, go do my pickaboo on different things and see where we can get at. My wife will do some research on how we trying to see what's the numbers we got to have to try to see if these people going to push us. But sometimes they say, man, you just get blessed, you know, out of it. Cause you know, it don't seem like it's no real metrics to how you get ungated in it, you know? So I guess just staying steady and grinding and make sure your numbers right.
Right. Okay. So, Chris, there's a couple questions because this is the first time we had you on the show.
Yes,
and
sir.
I don't know if you know this or not, but we kind of talk a little bit of people's backstory. So tell us a little bit about how you got into this whole reselling game and tell us the story about how you met Buffalo Picker. So you got to kind of give us a little backstory here on how you got from where you were to what you're doing now.
Well, with the whole story, it's just a bittersweet one because, you know, he don't play the video game no more with me. Me and that guy met playing Madden. We met through that connection. And we both Steeler Nation fans, even though I got the Glass City on, but we both Steeler Nation fans. You know what I'm saying? And basically, we played in the game and we connected, man. And we've been at the hip ever since. But he would have some adventures, like he always told the story. He had some adventures that he wanted to do with some extra money. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he was going to do it to property. Then he got hooked onto this, went on YouTube and started talking about this business right here. So we had planned to go to Pennsylvania after almost a year or two hanging out, chatting on the phone, headset, all that of the above. We finally rode him, my wife and I, we met down in Pennsylvania in Pittsburgh, PA, and had a good time at the Steeler game and enjoyed it. And that's all he talked about besides football. in real life, he was talking about this business. Now, my wife gravitated to it real quickly. Me, I'm a little old-fashioned pickaboo type style. Like, man, ain't nobody buying nothing off no internet. Man, y'all crazy. Only thing I'm shopping on is East Bay if I want something. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't registering to me. It wasn't, right, honestly. And so my wife went on and connected the dots and did what she had to do, and they just started grinding. I'm grinding with her, but this ain't my pet. This ain't what I'm looking at. I'm on the fence about it. Put it like that.
Right.
I'm putting money into it. I'm investing in it, but I'm still on the fence. So numbers start coming in. I mean checks start rolling in. And I got to seeing how the products and the stuff that was jumping off our table, how it was going, and it was just on eBay. So we took another 6-month route and then hopped on Amazon right before Q4. And when we hopped on Amazon, and eBay has been different. So I can say Buffalo Picker, man, we went to the game. He talked about it enough, and he had already talked to me about it before the game because he did his research. And he said, this is what he gonna do, what y'all want to do. And just hearing it and everything, and my wife hearing it and everything, she was like, yeah, I don't care. Me, I was just gonna let my wife be something extra my wife do so I can play me a little bit more video games. But that all changed. I had to change it up. So that's the roundabout story, that, man, how we connected on the Xbox, man. That's how we came brothers, man.
All right, cool. So you guys met on playing Madden, and then he kept talking about reselling, and you was kind of on the fence because you were just like, when you're not 100% familiar about it, and if people start talking about something, like, you listen, but you really don't know if it's something like a money-making adventure yet. You just kind of like listening, and you're like, okay, cool, but you wasn't 100% all in. So what was it that kind of made you dive in head first, where you're like, okay, I'm ready, I'm good to go, I'm 100% all in, I'm ready to go ahead and start throwing some time and money into this thing and growing and scaling my business?
Well, honestly, to see how much my wife was enjoying it, and to see the numbers that she was making and Tom was making, Buffalo Picker, to see them numbers. The numbers changed me. I'm a person of numbers,
right?
Especially when it got to do with some Benjamins. So when them numbers start popping, and I'm doing work anyway, but I ain't doing work. You understand what I mean? Because I'm still like, okay, whatever, But like I said, after that first Q4, honestly, we had been rolling with eBay for a while, and it was jumping very well. We're selling a whole lot of Clinique stuff. We're selling a lot of makeup and all that stuff, and it was going ham. And when we seen that, jumped on that Amazon train, man, it's just been a different ball game for us.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Hey, let me say hey real quick to Carol just stopped by. Butterfly Hustle stopped by to hang out with us. Middleman Picker says, my wife didn't believe me until that first big Amazon payout, and then she was on board. And I wanted to say hey to Red Post Outpost with Sharon is here, and the Selling Sniper, Mess Hole Diggs. Middleman Picker says, I got ungated in Adidas. So that's awesome. Right. So talk to me, man. What is your like niche that you look for the most? I know you're into toys, but what is it like that you're looking for the most right now that you're out searching and hunting for? Are you looking for like clearance items at Walmart? Are you out here, buying like pallets of like Amazon returns? Like, talk to us a little bit about your business strategy.
Well, right now, honestly, my wife's been looking at some stuff, for the pallet side. We still got some rearranging because we sold the last 4 pallets we had. We got rid of them so nicely, and the few things that we still had left over, they're about to go to Amazon. So on this shipment that we got right now, we about to send this stuff we got off the pallet to Amazon. Then she ready to transform, but she looking for mainly if she could get her some toy pallets. You know what I'm saying? Right now, around this season. But we really hustle every side of the way. I hustle, like I said, we hustle clothes. We do thrifting, too. We go to estate sales and different stuff like that. We go to yard sales, and we go to little boutiques to see what they try to help. We try to help the small businesses in the city and see what kind of stuff they have. See, people don't understand. You don't have to always stop the prime spots to get quality stuff and with a good price for you to be able to make you some money. So we really do a lot of different things, man, because I always say, man, I like to have a lot of cookies in the cookie jar. I just don't want to stay in one lane, you know what I mean? But we try not to overwhelm ourselves either. But the business is going swell because we doing it at our pace, and the things that we are getting and the things that we are going for, we're making money off of them. And I can say honestly, right now, I just wish I can get 4,000 toy pallets of all kind of toys and 4,000 Nike pallets with all kind of Nikes. If I could get something like that, now I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna have the Nike boxes stacked up. I'm gonna have all the toys around me and say, this is what we doing, man. You know, but like I said, I'm always in the shadow. I'm all grandsons. I got the grandsons with me. Come on and get you a drink, man. But yeah, man, the business strategy is this, man. Honestly, we look when we go out to these to the stores, sourcing and everything. We look for the best deals we can get, man. My wife do a lot of. Okay, go get in the house and get some water. My wife do a lot of Ray Dunn hustling, so she didn't got her niche. If you asked her if what's her niche in selling, because she love her eBay. Her niche is Ray Dunn, pottery, jewelry, little fine stuff that she finds. She has a niche for a lot of high-end quality stuff when we go out sourcing to like the Goodwill and all those other places. Me, on the other hand, when I hit Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, all those spots, I'm looking for different variety of things, but I'm just looking for the best deal. And definitely we going to the clearance.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm with you, man. When I go out, I try to support local mom and pop businesses, because if you don't go out and support them, guess what? In 6 months, a year, 2 years later, you're going to drive by and nobody will be there. They're going to be out of business. So you got it right. You got to go by and support them. Even if if it's like a small mom and pop thrift store, some of these like church community thrift stores, I just pull in there because I'm in the neighborhood anyways. You got to support these small mom and pop businesses. And you never know, you might go in there and you might come out with nothing, or you may come in there like last week. I went in there, I think I spent $5 on merchandise, right? I walked out, I'll be able to turn that $5 into like $110. You know what I'm saying? And I was in and out in 5 minutes. So if you just go in and look, you might find something, but also you want to be able to support the people in your community, because a lot of these people during the lockdown, they shut down during the lockdown and they never came back. No. And it's because you got to think, those small mom and pop businesses, how many jobs and how many families are they supporting to put food on their table? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to, you got to be able to do that. So I wanted to ask you some questions as far as like when you're looking at these pallets, what type of rate of return are you looking at? Are you looking at this pallet and say, okay, I can spend $500 on this pallet and turn $5 into $1,500, or what is your like rate of return that you're trying to get at?
I'm trying to spend $3,000 and give me $15,000.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to buy a $500 pallet. You know, unless it's a pallet that I know that's going to bring me great return. But when we trying to buy pallets, we trying to spend $3,000 to $5,000 to bring what we need off these pallets. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to have reboots on everything. So we sell food and everything, man. So it's just like we, as a partner in this business, man, I look at how she carried things differently than I look at. But when we mesh together, we're looking at the same thing. So what this business is, we trying to make sure that the things that we do get, they're just not going to be dead weight to us. The money that we do spend, we can always afford to spend it because we know it's going to bring us a great return back. So I advise people, listen here, when you're looking for pallets and different things like that, it's nothing wrong with getting them one-shot pallets if they quality pallets and bringing them on into the fold and do what you have to do. But I would go from that one shot of being great palette for me to want to say, oh, let me get that because I know I'm going to push this all to one spot and it'll be out my hair and I can do this. I'm not finna nickel and dime it off the palette unless it's a quality palette. So I'd rather just buy bulk palettes if I can. You know, that's just how I feel about getting palettes.
Yeah, well, when I talk to you or I watch some of your videos, what I liked about it is you guys would go out to like clearance at Walmart or Target or whatever, and you're looking at merchandise, and instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to get this Batman action figure and buy one or two of them, you guys are getting like 10, 12, 15. You're getting a whole lot of them, the same SKU at once. So whenever you get ready to go and list it on eBay or Amazon or whatever, you can pull up this item and say, okay, I have this particular item, and all I got to do is list it and then put quantity of 10 or 15 or 20 in that listing.
Correct.
And then you boom, ship it into Amazon, or you do merchant fulfilled or eBay. Like, which one do you lean on the most?
Oh, see, this is a split house here, man. It's a split house. eBay is beautiful, but Amazon is where I go to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But my wife, she'll tell you different. She love Amazon too because she know the checks is right too. But eBay is the shot. eBay is her baby. But Amazon, that's my dog right there. I love going towards him. And I don't mind Facebook Marketplace because the bulk stuff that we didn't had off these pallets lately, man, hey, meet me at the police station. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I told him we sold 33 crock pots.
Right.
We sent, I think, 15 of them to Amazon.
Right. Some of the bigger, bulkier stuff that you don't want to ship, you can offload it locally, right?
Hey, we had them on Facebook Marketplace and we had them on Amazon and eBay. So the ones on Amazon, we ship from the house. You did?
Okay.
The ones and the ones that we sold from the house, basically we sold all of them from the house. You know, we weren't sending that product in to sit. So we sold all of them from a house. I think we got about 5 or 6 of them left, you know. So they came into a great return on them, man. I can honestly say at $45 to $50 a pop.
Well, I don't sell on Facebook Marketplace, but I sell stuff locally on OfferUp. When someone shows up and they hand you cash in hand, and there wasn't no eBay fees or no PayPal fees or nothing taken out of that, and it's straight cash on the spot, and then the whole transaction's done in 2 minutes. You don't have to box it up. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to deal with customer service and all that. To me, that's nice to be able to have a quick, smooth transaction, and it's in and over with. It's over with in 2 minutes, and then the person got their item, you got your cash, and everybody goes on their separate way, right?
Well, see, and with that frame of hand, yeah, that's always beautiful. But when you're dealing with another side of the dimension of the hustle, you want to feed that beast too. You know what I mean? So we didn't mind because we added everything in. We added fees, we added shipping. Everything got added into the price. And what we was asking for, we was making a $30 profit.
Right.
So we don't look at it as, and on eBay, the buyer always pay. It's just that simple, because we look at our products as quality products. So the buyer 9 times 10 gonna always pay. It depends on what it is. But
all right, Chris, let me we had a bunch of people jump in the chat real quick. I wanted to say hey to Sharon. I wanted to say hey to Butterfly Hustles. Harry Humstone stopped by. Hey, Harry. And I wanted to say hey to Sal's HQ is in the house. He says, hey, eBay addicts and Glass City Picker. Chat salute. I wanted to say hey to my buddy Cali Reseller Louise jumped in.
Cali, what's up, Cali?
And Noob Ernie is here. Yeah, Cali Reseller Louise, man. He's getting there, man. He's going to be sometime between now and Christmas. He's going to hit 1,000 subscribers. So be on the lookout for Cali Reseller Louise.
Good people.
Right. Yeah, so Butterfly Hustle says there probably hasn't been many memorable ones, but what's your most memorable flip? So off the top of your head, do you have a most memorable flip that's been memorable to you?
Yeah, man. It was a couple of them. But the one I can honestly say, everything. To me, man, I know that sounds corny and stuff, but all of them is memorable flips to me. I'm gonna say that to be truthful. All of them. Whenever I can sell something, it's always great and memorable to me. But the one I can polish off and say, my wife found a Ray Dunn piece, and it was late. It was late in after the holiday season. She found this piece. I guess people had been wanting it, but they didn't find it through the holidays. So it was set on there for eBay for a while. We found it for, I think, $6.99. She sold that for $53.99. So I was like, that's a great flip. You know what I mean? To me. But I guess, man, you know, a lot of these pallets have been memorable when we get those, like, especially when we got our first pallet. We had some stuff on there, man. Like, we had some massage tables. I remember those. We had some massage tables, man. And we drove from Indiana with these 2 pallets in our F-150. I mean our bighorn. In our bighorn, man. And that joker was leaning. And there was 2 things that was in there, the pallet and the t-shirt presser. And there was memorable sale because we made good money off that pallet, off of stuff like that. You know, it was weird stuff. We had toilets, toilet stools on them and all that type of stuff. But we left that at the spot. We told the dude, if you want this, you can have it. And he gave us some you know, them chairs, them big long chairs, them gravity chairs. He gave us 2 of them. We gave him the toilet. We sold both of them gravity chairs for over $150 a piece. Right. When they were hot. You know what I mean? So that was the beginning when we first started hustling, you know. So yeah, man, it's a lot of memorable things I could say, but just this selling stuff is memorable to me because I like selling stuff.
Right, for sure. I wanted to give a shout out real quick to Moki Pokey. Says I've been listening while prepping dinner, enjoying the conversation. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you. So I got a couple things, 3-4 things that I want to hit you with, Chris. Now, first of all. Now, if I'm interested in getting in this pallet game, what do I need to look at? Because there's different type of pallets. You have manifested, and then you have unmanifested pallets. Then you have some of them that are like, you know, customer return pallets. You have shelf pulls. You have grade A, and then you have some of the stuff that's just junk.
Well,
so what is it that you need?
I'm going to tell you this, man. Go ahead. We don't look to sell junk. So I'm getting grade A pallets, man. We don't look to sell junk, man. At the beginning, even the pallets we got from Barton, at the beginning of this pallet, started buying pallets. I guess we just felt we looked at stuff and did our research on some things that was surrounding the pallets. And then at Barton, some of the dudes let us really look inside and see what the pallet was like. You know what I mean? So we never really bought any junk. So when we go look for pallets, man, we looking for top-notch pallets. I don't really want to go through all that returns and all that stuff and Amazon disbobulated stuff. I don't want all that, man. I want stuff that I can flip quick. I'm into flipping quick and stacking good. That's what I'm into, flipping quick and stacking good. I don't want to be sitting on a whole lot of stuff, man. So I don't want that garbage, and I don't want to be throwing away a lot of stuff either. You know, that's a waste of time. But some people like the thrill of that thrift. You know, some of them like find some jewels in there, here and there, especially if they paid a great price for it. So it's up to you. It's up to you what type of stuff you're trying to sell. That's what I say when you're dealing with the pallets. What kind of stuff are you trying to sell?
Well, the reason why I'm bringing it up is sometimes you'll go to these pallet places and they'll tell you, hey, that's 3,500 MSRP worth of merchandise here, but that's only if it's all in good condition. And in reality, you may be looking at $1,200 to $1,500 worth of stuff, not $3,500 MSRP. That might have been what it was in pristine condition at the shelf at Walmart or Target or something. Right. But you have it in your house, it may be a total different number. So I'm just saying, just be cautious on what you're doing. Don't just go in there and go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Like, make sure you do your research and do your due diligence before you just pull a trigger on it. And also, if you can find some stuff locally, because you have to think, if you're getting stuff shipped cross country to you, like I'm in Florida, if I was going to buy something from Ohio or Kentucky or Tennessee, there's going to be a good charge. Yeah, I mean, that might be a couple $100 just in shipping to have it shipped to your door.
Well, you know, hey, I tell you, the ones we didn't have shipped to our house, honestly, they weren't all locally, but they were close enough that they didn't bust our heads. Right. You know what I mean? They were close enough. So, yeah, man, you got to figure that out. And you're going to have to put that into your numbers, too, to make sure that you see a greater profit. But like you said, when the stuff get home, you just hope it's all good. Because to be truthful, they had to refund us some money on some things that was supposed to be in it because we got our eyes on the manifest and everything else. And we knew what's supposed to have been in these, you know, in these pallets that we bid it on and won. And hey, so Yeah,
All
man.
right. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Middleman Picker says, has Tony found any of those Rod Dunn birdhouses? I've been trying to find them for a while.
Well, that's Tanya. And yes, we got we got bird houses right now, and we just passed up on a few because we got enough of them in the house right now. So yeah, they still out there, D Middleman.
All right, cool. I wanted to say hey real quick to Ella, Save Your First is in the chat.
Ella.
And I wanted to say hey to Kelly Reseller Louise. I wanted to say hey to Butterfly Hustles is here. Middleman Picker says there are some very good pallet sellers in Tampa. Man, there's some of them, and there's some of them that's overpriced. Man, I went to this one in Tampa, and I even filmed it on my YouTube channel, and they're asking like $3,000 for a pallet, and they're selling plastic chairs on the pallet. And the dude's trying to tell me that I'm gonna make my money back. I said, "You crazy?" I wanted to say hey real quick to Outpost with Sharon, Save Here First, Mookie Pookie, and the Middleman Picker. So I wanted to dive in and talk a little bit about Amazon. Can you talk to me a little bit about the whole Amazon game? Like, because right now I'm just on eBay, and if somebody wants to get started on Amazon, what advice would you have for them if they want to get started reselling on the Amazon platform?
Well, like I tell everybody that talk to me about Amazon, the first thing I say that come out of my mouth, the customers are very bougie. They're very bougie. You can't come with that eBay mentality if that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Your stuff got to be on point when you're messing with Amazon customers, or you won't be on their platform for one. So one thing I just say is, man, it depends on the quality of stuff you're trying to sell. If you're trying to sell brand new stuff, that's a great platform to be on. You know what I mean? So it's all about, man, just trying. Just go out there, download the app. If you got a little money put somewhere and you can invest it, go and invest it. Set you up a little store with them. Yeah, you're going to pay $49 a month, but some things you're not going to be opening when you're scanning. Some things you may be, but the thing is scan. And if you're not spending bill money, which I mean bill money, rent money, and card note money to get these products, I would tell you, leave Amazon alone, keep playing with eBay. But if you got enough money where you can invest to start an Amazon store, go ahead, right ahead, man. It's really not that hard. I did the video today because of Jennifer Hayes. You know, I'm going to blame her for me getting back on YouTube. So I did a video today just showing how you just take your phone and scan products. Just scan, man. And if you're afraid, man, I'm in a wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair for 30 years, man. I don't know nothing but the hustle. So I'm not going to play with my health and play with my life and not get no money out of it. It's not happening like that. So when we on this grind, man, we on this grind seriously. Because it's life or death around here. That's how I feel about the hustle. I'm going to defend it every day of the week. You know, that's why we on the Buffalo Picker Show Friday night at 7:30. I'm going to defend the hustle every day of the week. That's just
I'm with you. Defend the hustle for sure. But what kind of, see, I feel like on eBay, you have a little bit higher profit margins because your fees aren't as high as Amazon. But Amazon, you have way more customers. So your sales velocity is going to be a little bit higher. So when you send it in items, you know, you may not be getting as high of profit margin, but you're getting profit margin through just sheer volume of numbers of sending in boxes after boxes of merchandise. So can you talk to me a little bit about it? If you're out, let's say you're at Walmart clearance or Target somewhere, and you're looking for products to source to sell on Amazon, what type of like rate of return are you looking at? So you scan the barcode, and then on the Amazon app, you have an app, and it tells you, okay, this is what the item is selling for, right? And then it subtracts the fees, the shipping, all that out of that, right?
This is what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example. And when I get everything together, just blow me up, and I'm gonna give you a prime example of how we looking for it like this.
Go ahead. Let me know when you're ready. I'll go ahead and put you on full screen now.
Yes, sir. All right, eBay, I had to check this out. Then now I'm gonna give a shout out to the Bolo Master himself. You know, he broke bread with us on this one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when a person send them bolos out, you better go get them.
All right.
Don't be waiting when somebody say it's a bolo out there. Do not be waiting on that bolo.
All right, go ahead.
This right here, Bolo, right? I'm gonna tell you, pay $10 for it. You feel me?
Right.
Let me see. Quit playing with me. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah, we got you on full screen. I can see it. So at the top, it tells you you're putting your you got the total price. That's what it's selling for. Then you're going to subtract the fees, and then you're going to subtract your cost of goods, which was $10, and it's saying your profit's going to be $24.82, right?
Correct. Now that's selling it from home, not sending it to Amazon.
It's $18.54. Okay, I see it. So that's the difference between if you're doing FBA or if you're doing fulfilled by merchant, right?
Correct. These 10 going straight to Amazon though.
How many did you get?
I got 10 of these.
All right, cool. So that's what we were talking about earlier, is that when you go out doing retail arbitrage, you grab like 10 of the same SKU instead of just getting one or two of them, right?
Yeah, that's going out in the store, but I did online with this. You know what I'm saying? I got them shipped to the house. Yeah.
All right, cool.
To the house.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because people don't realize when you do Amazon FBA, they have the Amazon FBA gets their cut, and then you're paying a shipping fee, and then on top of that, they have a warehouse storage fee for keeping it stored in the warehouse. So I just want people to be aware. I don't want them to think like, oh, I'm going to buy this item, send it in Amazon FBA, and it's going to sell right away. And can you talk a little bit about the sales rank? Because like on eBay,
I'm not to cut you off. I was going right to that. I was going right to the sales rank.
I'm gonna put you on full screen.
I was going to the sales rank.
Go ahead.
Let me move this out. This doll is ranked 60 what thousand? 68,000?
Yeah, in toys.
Okay. She ranked 68,000. How long you think that's gonna be there?
It'll probably sell within a day or two.
So you looking at it, that'll probably sell in a day or two. And it was not that many people on the listing. So you look at that's selling in a day or two. Where's the storage fees?
Right, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just
let me hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down. So it's no storage fees. So you trying to send into Amazon products that's not gonna cause you a whole lot of storage fees. You're not trying to send in too many big items either. You're not trying to send in stuff like that. You're trying to send in stuff that's going a figurative size and going to bring you back a quality price. A lot of the big stuff you ship from home. You still gonna pay, but they're not gonna get all the profit. Put it like that. You still gonna pay it just like I showed you. We still gonna have to pay all the shipping. We still gonna have to pay our fees, but it's still all in the bidding. We paid $10. Anywhere it go, when all the numbers break down, we gonna either make $18 or we gonna make $24.
Right.
That's the difference. So you get stuff that's hot. You get stuff that people want, like. You think outside the box too. You can't just always go look for your niche. You gotta think outside the box, man, when you shipping stuff. We ship everything: blenders, hand blenders, coffee, everything, man. We will ship and send to Amazon, man. We go for all house goods. We don't care, like I told you. All the rest of this house goods stuff that's small enough and the weight is right is going to Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon.
Now, it was maybe a month or so ago. You were on your channel with Buffalo Picker, and you were telling people that you could do Amazon from home. Like you said, you're in a wheelchair, you do your stuff from home. So tell people a little bit more about how that functions and how you run your business from home. And also, if you don't mind, Chris, you mind telling people what your numbers were last year in 2020, or just like your gross numbers and sales? Because you said you're a numbers person, and most of my audience is eBay sellers. But if they're like maybe on the fence, like, hey, I don't know if this Amazon game is real or not, Could you mind sharing your numbers and let people know what your sales were last year on Amazon?
I really don't mind, but I really just gonna say this. I'm gonna start out right here. I run my business from home, just like I take care of my home. You know, I can get around my house and do everything I need to do, from packing to reaching the inventory to getting anything I need to make sure I can have them packages wrapped, the labels printed, and my wife, when she get off work, have them ready for her to ship. We quicker than Amazon shipping. You know what I'm saying? When we get, I don't care if I get 10 to 15 items. When I get up in the morning, I'm packing and wrapping till my wife go, till I get my grandson off to school. I'm wrapping and packing in between all that day to make sure I have those ready to get up out of here. So that go for the eBay or whatever. So, hey man, and on my number side, I really don't. That's that's like, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, and I'm not a bragger. I'm not that dude. You see my swag, you see my style, you see who I am. That's who I am. I'm not no dude that's faking for nobody. But our numbers. Let me not say our numbers were great. Our numbers took a terrific boost through the pandemic. Our numbers took a great big. So say 25,000 was invested, and you pulled in 60. And then you turn around this year with that same profit margin and reinvested it all back in. Them the numbers.
Okay. All right. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just trying to ask in case some people in the audience they're on the fence, or they don't know a whole lot about it, and they're kind of like, man, I don't know if this is going to be for me or not.
If you could spend 25,000 and make almost 70,000, hey, find the spot and let me know.
Right.
But them somewhere, in the atmosphere, that's last year. I'm trying to see 2021. 2021 is what I'm looking forward to, So, man, the numbers was okay, man. But the hustle from home is sweet because I'm doing it at home, and I'm doing it on my own time, and I'm my own boss. So who don't like that?
And you're doing it at your own pace. So if you got to get up and go to the bathroom, you need to go get a soda, you got to go, run some errands, you can get up and go pick the kids up from school, whatever you need to do, right?
Whatever I need to do, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful, eBay. I'm thankful. I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. I tell people in a minute, how you doing? I tell a person, I'm doing better than I should.
All right.
Okay? Because I'm truly a blessed man. Not saying nobody else is not blessed, but I'm truly a blessed man. So I ball on blessings, man. So I don't look at this stuff, and I don't look at material stuff, and I don't even look at money as my number one addict. Living my best life is my number one addiction.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
So
I'm with you, man.
That all being said, it's a combination of things in this realm that we do right here. You got to network with people. You have to come out of your shell and get yourself involved, even with this YouTube stuff. And hey, man, I like I said, I'm a laid back cat. I always been that dude. I didn't have to be in the front line for the spotlight to be on me. So I've never needed the spotlight. Like people say, man, you ain't got no crush, no celebrity crush or nothing. No, I don't got a celebrity crush. They got a crush on me. That's just how I feel.
Right. I'm with you, bro. Hey, man, if nothing else, bro, we on the same page as far as living your best life.
Yeah,
and
man.
If you can do that, like I wake up every morning and I don't have no debt, no bill collectors calling me, no student loans, no car payments, no mortgage, none of that, man. So I'm with you on that as far as that goes. Well, let me say hello real quick to a few people in the chat. The middleman picker says, that's right, Chris. Your numbers don't matter because your blessings are greater. I wanted to give a shout out here to the Mile High Hustler. Says, that's amazing. Defend the hustle. Teamwork makes the dream work, and proof anyone can be successful in life. Yeah, that's for right. Sure. Mile High Hustlers is going to be our guest on tomorrow. Okay. We have a question here from Carter Film. Says, I just started. Could someone tell me what BOLO stands for? BOLO stands for be on the lookout. So what they're trying to say is, hey, if you happen to come across this item, be on the lookout for this item because it's a hot selling item and you can make some money on it. So that's what BOLO means. Mess Hall Dig says got to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Every
yeah,
day,
that's
my
right.
brother.
That's right.
Every
Mile High
day.
Hustler says that's an awesome sales rank. Quick flips are great, especially when you make good profits on those flips. The middleman picker says Amazon is a volume game. And I wanted to say hey to Moki Pokey, Calorie Seller Louise, Butterfly Hustles, and Ella. So, hey, man, talk to me a little bit about this, Chris. What would be your top 3 tips or piece of advice you could give somebody to help them out in their resale game? If they want to get started, or maybe they already got started and they want to make more money and they want to grow and expand their business, what would be your top 3 tips that you could give somebody to help them out?
Well, my number 1 tip would be make sure your money right. That'd be my number 1 tip. It depends on anyway, if you go thrifting or you go RAO, it don't matter. Make sure your money right first. And then I would tell you, if you're stepping out on one of these platforms, I would start on Amazon. And me personally, I would have started on Amazon from the jump. But now that I know, I'm glad we started on eBay. It taught us a lot to be able to go and deal with Amazon. So I would say start out on Amazon, look for stuff around your house if you don't have the money to reboot. There's plenty of ways to be able to start a small business, man. They got plenty of tools out here, for you to be able to start a small business. So you just have to go do your research, make sure this is something you want to do. If it's going to be a hobby, let it be a hobby. But if you're trying to make yourself an income, make sure you do your research so you don't lose out. And to grow your business, only thing I can say is, man, you got to stay persistent. You got to stay on your grind. You got to stay looking for the next hype. You got to stay in the mix. You got to communicate. You got to rotate. Man, I chop it up with Buffalo Picker every day. He got stuff. We run across each other every day. And that dude that taught me a whole lot about this game because, like I said, I was the dude on the fence. You see what I'm saying? So I give him homage on that. But me and my wife then took ours and put some different moves and put different flavors on them too that made the wheel spin just a little bit more polished than we really thought we was. So with his help and our grind and our dedication, man, we done made us a small business, man. And we're not looking back. He introduced it to us and we took it from there. So it's just up to you. I don't want to give you no false information and say, oh, this is easy. Come on, jump off the porch, go and get in the rat race. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. But I'm going to tell you is do your homework. Go to YouTube because you got 1,000. Go to Glass City Pickers. Go to Buffalo Pickers, Mess Hall Digs, eBay Addicts. Everybody got somebody you can go to get some kind of insight on how can I make this grow. What am I doing wrong? Why my business not growing? Are you investing the money you make or are you taking it out when you make it? Are you doing things that you know you need to do to make sure this business is secure and you can be successful with it when you start the business or you maintain in the business? So that's all I can give you.
Yeah, one of the things Chris talks about, I've seen him before, he talks about having a separate bank account for like your personal checking account and then your business account. Have those on 2 different accounts because you don't want to use money and invest it in buying product if you know that your rent is due or you have to pay a water bill or a light bill. You want to put that in a separate account. You don't want to commingle them, right?
No mixing the money. No mixing the money, man. You don't want to mix the money, man. I'm telling you, you do not want to do that because when you do that, you're going to look at yourself real funny because you're not going to see your profit margin when you do that. You want to see your profit margin. If it's your business money, that's your business money. You don't touch that. If you touch that, that means 9 times out of 10, you had to touch it. That's a difference. That's a difference. If you got to touch it, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But if you can afford not to touch it, don't touch it. Keep it separate. Flip the money. Flip the money. People don't understand, man. When they make that first profit, they can see everything else they can do with it. I could tell you what you can do with it. Put it right back in there. You
I'm with you, bro.
Grow your business?
I'm with you, bro. Every time I have $100 bill in my hand, I think to myself, I'm like, man, I know I could turn this $100 bill into 1,000 if I bought the inventory and reinvested back into my business versus saying I'm going to go take this $100 and buy me a new watch or a new pair of shoes or something. I'm like, for what? Like, you could grow this business and be making, 10, 15, 20 grand a month if you grow it and scale this business up, or you can walk around with this watch. And guess what? After 6 months later, that brand new watch or that smell of a new car don't wore off, and you still left with those payments. So I'm with you, bro. If you can reinvest your capital back in your business and grow it and scale it, that's going to be a great thing. Let me say hello real quick to a few people in the chat. I wanted to say hey to Butterfly Hustles. Regina is here. Regina Michelle is here. Hey, Regina, thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. Juan Pug is here. I hope I didn't mispronounce your name. He says, God bless you, brother. Your attitude is determination by your attitude. And Carter Films is here. I wanted to say hey to Sharon, the Middleman Picker, Mile High Hustlers, Mess Hole Digs. Thank everybody for hanging out with us today. So before we let you go, man, Glass City Pickers, man, you got to give us your final thoughts, bro. So what would be your final? Hopefully we'll have you back on again sometime soon, but let me know your final thoughts and go ahead and plug yourself. Let everybody know where they can find you at. I got your links for YouTube and Instagram. It's down below. You're going to be live tonight, 7:30. Defend the Hustle on Buffalo Pickers channel. I'll drop a link to that as well. But go ahead and
I just dropped me a morning how to do scanning thing. Like I said, I'm gonna dedicate that one to Jennifer, because I wouldn't have did it if she wouldn't have been pulling my chain like, hey, you've been missing in action. So I said, man, I'm not doing nothing right now. I had a free time. I said, my other grandson was at school. One of my grandsons was chilling. I said, man, let's go and put this out there, man. Let's show people that, hey, man, this is how you do this thing, man. And it's easy, but you got to put the work in, but it's easy. So just hung out, man. Just chopped it up. Didn't have nobody in it. Nobody came to see it, but I was cool with it because I was just letting you know how I was feeling today. You know what I'm saying? But my last word would be automatic. That would be my last word. Automatic, man. I'm gonna stay on it all day long if I have to. I'm gonna stay versatile. You can't get just stuck in one lane. So my advice to anybody, hey man, dip your hand in different cookie jars and get your own type of cookies, because you got to have different cookies. I'll be the cookie monster if I have to. So I just try to make my business and our business just do the things that it need to do, man, because I'm just trying to survive in this world right now. So I just wish everybody to stay living, stay safe, stay healthy. Glass City Pickers, Defend the Hustle, Friday nights. Catch me on Instagram. Catch me on the YouTube. I got one out there right now, so go check it out. Tell me how my funny looking self is looking. But everybody, thank y'all. God bless. Honestly, God bless, and all y'all be safe. Thanks for having me, my brother.
For sure. Hopefully we'll link up again soon. I have all of our links to our guests is going to be down below, and I'll drop a link below also if you want to go by and check them out tonight. 7:30, they're going to be on Buffalo Pickers channel. So go ahead and follow our guests, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. I have a brand new guest that's going to be here. Mile High Hustlers will be our first-time guest. They're going to be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. So till then, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Go follow our guests. All the links down below. We'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Love you, family. God bless all.